What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Have you ever heard the sentence, you gotta trade down for PvP IVs, trade for PvP IVs, or anything along those lines? Today we're gonna be explaining that concept right now. Let's get into it, timestamps below as always. So to understand this concept, first thing we have to understand is PvP IVs. If you don't know, when running a Pokemon in a league in which that Pokemon maxes out above the CP cap, you're gonna wanna run low attack, high defense, high stamina IV sets. Around that, there's specific IV sets that are the best, but you just generally want that. Quick example, Gengar maxes out at 3,254 CP at level 50, 100% IV. And meanwhile, Umbreon at level 50, 100% IV maxes out around 2,500. So running both those Pokemon in the Great League, you're gonna want low attack, high defense, high stamina. However, running both those Pokemon in the Ultra League, the Gengar, you're gonna want low attack, high defense, high stamina. But since the Umbreon maxes out under the CP cap, you want 2,500. You wanna learn more about why this specific IV set is actually the best to run for PvP in these scenarios. I'm gonna link below my video explaining PvP IV sets. The short form is just it makes the Pokemon bulkier and have higher stat product. But if you wanna check out more, link below, check out that video. The second thing we need to know to understand this concept is going to be IV floors. If you don't know, depending on how you encounter a Pokemon, if you encounter it from a raid battle, if you encounter it in the wild, if you get it from a trade, IV floor stands for the lowest the IVs can be when encountering it in that method. So for example, in raids, the lowest the IVs can be from any Pokemon that you get from a raid battle is 10, 10, 10. IVs can never be lower than that. It is impossible to get a 5, 5, 5 or anything around that IV set from a raid battle. Some common IV floors for wild non-weather boosted 0, 0, 0 is the IV floor, so the lowest it can be is going to be that. And then like I mentioned, raids, eggs, and research have a 10, 10, 10 IV floor. Now we can take both these concepts and put them together. There are certain Pokemon like Legendaries, Registeel, Giratina Altered Form, which are really good in the PvP leagues, great in the Ultra League, great in the Great League, great in the Great League. However, since these Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, are only encounterable from raids and sometimes research, like we mentioned, we have the IV floor stopping us at 10, 10, 10, meaning that it's impossible to get like a 0, 15, 15 Registeel, since you cannot get 0 attack on a Registeel from a raid. And this is where the concept of trading down for PvP IVs comes in which you're going to want to go ahead and trade for these Pokemon to get PvP IVs. On screen is going to be the IV floors for trading with the each different levels of friend. When you receive a Pokemon from a friend, depending on what friend level you are with that trainer, will decide the IV floor. For example, trading with a good friend, IVs can be from 1 to 15, so the IV floor is going to be 1. Trading with a great friend, 2 to 15. Trading with a ultra friend, 3 to 15, and trading with a best friend, 5 to 15. What you can do is you can take Pokemon that are exclusively available in raids, in eggs, and all those Pokemon with higher IV floors and receive them from trade in hopes of getting a low attack, high defense, high stamina Pokemon. Take a Pokemon like Scraggy, for example, which is generally a Pokemon exclusive to raids and eggs. I think we got it in the wild one time, but I'm not 100% sure. If your friend gets a bunch of Scraggies, you get a bunch of Scraggies, and you guys go ahead and mirror trade those, maybe you will end up getting a low attack, high defense, high stamina IV set, and then you will have a good PvP IV Scrafty for the Great League, Ultra League, whatever league you want to run. One thing to note is the worse level friend you are, the better it is for this strategy. Take a good friend, for example, the lowest IV set you can get is 1. So you can get a 1, 15, 15 Pokemon from a great friend, and you can get those lower IV attack stats. Meanwhile, look at a best friend, the lowest you can get is going to be a 5. So the best PvP IV set you can get is a 5, 15, 15, which is an all right PvP IV set. So the lower friend level you are with a friend, the better. There was one strategy if you don't have any low level friends to reset your friend level. If you don't know, if you delete a friend off your friends list and re-add them, they will still be the exact same friend level. You actually need to delete a friend off your friends list and wait 120 days until your friend level resets to 0. So what you can do is maybe find, trainer you play with a lot, like for example, my mom, I would do this with. We would delete each other off our friends list for 120 days, and then we would restart at the lowest level friendship, and then we will be able to trade for PvP IVs. Since we're such a low friendship level, we'd be able to get that IV floor of 1, 15, 15 and get those lower attack IV sets from trading. Secondly, you can always just add new friends. If you find trainers in your area and maybe straight off be like, yo, you want to add me? Let's go ahead and trade for PvP IVs while we are low friendship. Now, the final thing I want to mention for this video is going to be legendaries and purified Pokemon. If you don't know, legendary Pokemon and purified Pokemon both count as special trades, and you can only do 1 special trade a day, meaning that every single day you only get 1 chance at, getting that PvP IV set for Registeel, getting that PvP IV set for Giratina Altered, or getting that PvP IV set for Purified Sableye. This makes, good PvP IV Registeels, which you can see the one on screen. This is actually Pogo Kind's Registeel. I saw him posted on Twitter. This is not my Registeel, this Pogo Kind's Registeel. He got a good PvP IV set for Registeel, which is really, really rare. So it's very important every single day, if you have that low level friend, or even if you have a best friend, make sure you go ahead and do that mirror trade to try to get that PvP IV set. The one issue when it does come to this technique though is the expense of trading. If you are good friends with someone and you guys both have the legendary in your Pokedex, it's going to be 20,000 stars Stardust to do that trade. So 20,000 Stardust for the chance at a PvP IV set for a legendary is pretty expensive. So that's why I recommend maybe waiting until you're ultra friends to go for those PvP IV sets, because that's only 1,600 Stardust compared to the 16,000 for great friends and 20,000 for ultra friends. The IV floor for ultra friends is still 3, so you can get that 3 15 IV, which is not terrible for PvP IV sets, but that's just something to note. It can get expensive, and be sure you guys both have the legendary in your Pokedex, or else it's going to be like 1,000,000 Stardust to make that trade. Not worth it at all. And that's going to be the video, guys. I hope that made sense to you and explained this concept. The concept is very simple in a whole. You just want to find low-level friends and trade Pokemon to try to get those PvP IV sets for those Pokemon that are usually not available with those IV sets. If you have any other tips for anyone on this technique, please let me know below, and you can help trainers out. But that's going to be the video, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and follow for more tips, everyone. Peace.